Hey, what's up guys? Mao here for Unbox Everything. And if you've seen my channel a few months ago, I reviewed this. These are one of the best AirPod clones that I found. This is the i500 TWS AirPods. So these ones I reviewed before, and I reviewed a few different kinds of AirPod clones along the way, and these ones were pretty good. I was really impressed with these ones. But now the same company that sponsored me with these, MGET or MadGeniusET.com, have now just sponsored me AirPod Pros. Well, these are called the Pods i500 Pros. So these were the i500 TWS, and these are the i500 Pros. So here it is. If you look at that box, really nice packaging, all clean all around, really clean, and just got the picture of the Pros at the back. Alright, so why should you be interested in this? Well, because it comes in at a fraction of the price, and the quality should be really good. Now, the official AirPod Pros of Apple come in at around $250 US, and here in the Philippines they retail for around 15,000 pesos, which is a lot for earphones. But these ones you can get on MadGeniusET.com for only 81 US, or here in the Philippines around 4,000 pesos. So that is a really big fraction of the price, and the quality is supposed to be really good, and that's what we're going to be checking out today, how good it is, because it's supposed to be really close, a one-for-one clone of the Apple AirPods Pro. So this is my quick review of the Pods i500 Pros. Okay, so let's open this up right now. Woo, right up front, there it is. That looks really nice. Of course, we got our papers with all of the instructions right here. I might take a look at that later. But up front, of course, we've got, here we go, the AirPod Pro. And, of course, over here, see that? I love that. It just shows that there are the little, extra ear tips for different sizes that'll fit in your ear. And of course, for the charger, it is got a lightning cable that goes to USB Type-C. Alright, so now let's take a closer look at the case of these i500 Pros. Looks really nice. We've got the button at the back for pairing, and yeah, it feels really good. Really good material as well. Feels just like the AirPod Pros. And alright, here we go. We're gonna open it up. There we go. Well, I don't have that much charge, but look at that. Woo! Beautiful. Oh, now it goes green. Here's a close-up of the earbuds. There we go. Of course, the stem is a lot shorter than the AirPod Gen 2s. So there we go. And of course, it's got that silicone tip to have that nice seal in your ear to do all of the noise cancellation. So that's all of the standard upgrades from AirPods to AirPod Pros, and of course the i500s to the i500 Pros. So now we're gonna test them out and see how do they actually sound in the ear. Oh, but before that, I just want to read out some of the features just to get that out of the way so that when I try them on, I can test out all of the features. So this is what it's got. It's got a name change feature, so you can change the name. It's got Find My i500 Pros, so if you lose it, you can still find it. Locate it through your phone. It's got the pop-up window, you know, when you connect it to an iPhone, but it only works for iOS 13.2. You know, when you open it up, where it's gonna pop up on your, you know, the little animation that pops up. So it's got that as well. And then it's got a 15-hour battery life. So each of these can last 4 hours on a single charge. So that's really good. And of course, the charging case will allow it to be recharged a couple of times to give you a total of 15 hours of listening time before you have to charge the case again. So that is really impressive. It's also got the in-ear optical sensors, so it's gonna know when it's in your ear, and it's gonna automatically pause the music when you remove it from your ear. And I hope that it works also on my Android phone, which I'm using now. I don't have an iPhone to test it with, but hopefully one day, you know. But yeah, so just a quick disclaimer for this video, I'm gonna be testing it with my OnePlus 6T, my daily driver, my Android phone. So if you're wondering if it works for Android as well, yes, it works for both Apple iPhones and for Android. Of course, it's got the charging case, and it says it's got really improved sound quality, and it's got all the features of the gesture controls, or the squeeze controls. So as you know, the AirPods Pros, or even these i500 Pros, instead of tapping like the Gen 2s, having to tap to control, you now squeeze the stem, which will control it. So like one squeeze will pause and play, double squeezing would skip, triple squeezing would go back a track, and there's something for if you hold it down long. I think it activates Siri or Google, but we're gonna test that out. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Test it out, and I'll tell you what I think. Alright, so I've paired it to my phone. It was really easy. I just opened it up and pressed the pair button at the back, and then turned on my Bluetooth and found it super fast and connected it. So now that it's paired, let's try it out. Alright, so it fits in my ear, and of course the silicone tips makes a nice seal, so it's blocking out a bunch of the noise, but of course I can still hear, you know, myself talk and hear a bit of the outside world, but we'll see how the noise cancelling works on this as well. But now, time to play some music, and I'll tell you how the sound quality is. Alright, here we go. Cool. Alright, so my initial reaction. Okay, sound quality. Oh, well, before that, when I took it out of my ears, they indeed automatically paused the music, knowing that it's out of my ears, so the in-ear sensors work even on an Android phone. Alright, now for the sound quality. What I heard from other reviews of the original AirPods was that it was very mid-heavy, and I could say that that is how I would describe these i500 Pros as well. The bass is just enough. It's not, you know, super loud, or it's not super bassy. Like I would love it to be a bit more bassy, but yeah, it is mid-heavy. So the vocals are really good, the instruments are really good, but the bass is just right. It's just right. But if you're looking for that extra boom, you know, you might want something else, but this is really good. I'm still really impressed with the sound quality of this. Alright, so now we're gonna test the controls. So here we go. I'm just gonna double squeeze this. Alright, so that paused it, squeezing it once. Let's play it again. It's gonna take some getting used to. I'm still so used to tapping it, but now I'm squeezing. Alright, so it's playing again, and I'm gonna skip. Alright, so the way that the squeeze controls work is you don't really squeeze it fast. You gotta squeeze it like 1, 2, 3. And it's not kind of like the other one where you kind of tap quickly. This is kind of like okay, that's the best I can explain it. But it does work. The squeeze controls do work, so that is a major plus on this. Really good. Alright, now let's check out the Assistant. So this should be firing up Google Assistant on my Android phone. So I'm gonna press it. And there we go. It fires up Google Assistant right there. So that is super cool. And if you saw my playlist, yeah, I'm listening to a Disney playlist of the classic Disney songs. Can't go wrong with that. Alright, that was my quick unboxing and first impressions of the i500 Pros, but it has been 1 week since I shot that footage because I wanted to give one whole week just to try these out as my daily earphones and let you guys know what I think of it and how it's been working for me. So again, it's the same in the terms of the sound quality as what I first said in my first impressions, that it does sound really good. I love the sound quality. I also really love the way that the ear tips feel in the ear. They're really comfortable, that I can wear for quite some time without it getting uncomfortable. Again, the ease of just opening it up and allowing it to connect has been really good. Now, one thing that AirPods Pros are really known for are the active noise cancellation. Now, this one on the website does not list that as a feature, but in the instruction manual that came with it, it does list it as a feature. So I was a bit confused because, disclaimer, I was using this on my Android device and I could not get the noise cancellation to work. So I actually emailed Mad Genius themselves and asked them about that noise cancellation feature, and they said that it should be working on iPhone devices. So after a few days, I was able to get my hands on a friend's iPhone to borrow to try this out. And I was surprised because when you do open it, it gives that pairing animation, that 3D AirPods Pros that pop up and spins around, which is really cool, just like the originals. And when I tried the active noise cancellation, it actually worked to a certain degree. So what do I mean by that? Well, it got the pop-up every time I would hold down, you know, it would give that pop-up showing me that it was indeed selecting the different features from noise cancellation to transparency mode and even to turn it on and off. So that does mean that it was recognizing the feature. Now the weird thing is, I don't know why, but I could not tell a difference between the noise cancellation mode and the transparency mode. Now I don't know if that's just me, I don't know if it's the actual unit that I have could be defective, or I don't know if it was the iPhone that I was using that wasn't working. It was an iPhone 6 or 6S, I think, but yeah, Mad Genius said it should work on all iPhones, even the 6S. So I'm not quite sure what went wrong in any of those, but yeah, that's just a disclaimer for you guys to know. But if anyone does own an iPhone and owns the i500 Pros, and if you get the noise cancellation working, please let me know in the comments below. So that's just one thing to note. But again, just be assured that Mad Genius themselves said that the active noise cancellation feature should be working on iPhones. Alright? If you're looking for great earphones that have the comfort of the silicone buds and you want something that's as simple as AirPods and you're looking for a cheap, more budget-friendly alternative to AirPods Pros, you could consider getting the i500 Pros from Mad Genius ET. So you can check it out and check the comments there as well if they come out with any new products as well that, you know, maybe would have those improvements that we're looking for. Anyway, that has been my quick review. Thank you again to Mad Genius for sending this over, letting me try it out. Again, guys, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more weekly content and tech reviews just like this one. I got some great ones coming up, so I will see you next time as I continue to unbox everything.